Hello and welcome back to another coffee tasting video. If it's your first time here, we are an espresso centric channel. We deal with the original line and the virtual line of Nespresso. If that interests you, you have found the right channel. For those of you that are returning, we will have the announcements at the end of the video. But without further ado, we are going to continue on the Starbucks train, and this week we're reviewing Sumatra. All right, so Sumatra is a Asian Pacific origin, and the description is like the lush Indonesian island of its origin, this spicy coffee stands alone, full-bodied with a smooth mouthfeel, lingering flavors of dried herbs and fresh earth. Ugh. I don't know if I think fresh earth would taste good, but okay. And almost no acidity. Coffee from Sumatra is the foundation of our most treasured blends and something we've been honored to share with you for 4 decades. So it's a regular 7.7 ounce cup of coffee. It is a dark roast with intensity 10. So the Sumatra, take a look at our packaging here. Just like the others, kind of a display tray, if you will. All right, there's your pod, almost like a purple rose color. Labeled on the top, single origin Sumatra. Starbucks, 7.77 ounces on the bottom. Earthy and herbal notes, Starbucks Sumatra. Let's go brew a cup. Starbucks Sumatra, round 1. Let's get this going. All right. Ooh, that is a darker roast. It smelled wonderful while it was brewing. Interesting. I guess maybe their description is right, that earthy smell, that's what it kind of has a smell like. So let's go give it a taste. This had a very thick crema as I was stirring it. I mean, you can see it's still just holding. This was stirred already. It's still just, and it was thick. So yeah, Sumatra, round 1. Let's give it a taste. So they mention earthy. It has that kind of a taste. It's got a little bit of a, they mention herbal and earthy. I think it almost has like a woody and earthy taste to it. Like a little bit of a, I don't want to say burnt, but like almost like a campfire, like a smoky flavor to it. And just a little bit, like just a hint of sweet. Just like it's got just a very, very subtle touch of sweet in there. Maybe that's the herbal notes. The herbal part, I'm not really tasting. It seems to just have a nice earthy, smoky, woody flavor to it. Yeah, that's honestly pretty good just the way it is. Level, what'd they say, level 10? Is that what that was at? Level 10, I think that's pretty accurate. I may actually go up as opposed to the other ones where I thought they were lower. This one I think might actually be slightly higher. One of my favorite daily drinkers is Intenso. This one does seem to be slightly higher. So this one I would easily say is easily a 10, possibly moving into an 11. For me, it does not have that classic Starbucks burnt flavor. It just has a nice smoky flavor to it. And even though it's very, very intense, there's just a mild, like right on the tip of your tongue, amount of acid or bitter. And I would almost say, kind of almost leaning more towards an acid flavor, But for that high of an intensity level, for it to not have that much acid, that's pretty amazing. Overall, pretty happy with that one. I think we should go round 2, pair this up with some milk. So let's do that. Let's go round 2. Let's go brew another cup. All right, we're gonna go round 2. Let's get this going here. So while this guy's brewing, we're gonna take 4 ounces of milk, 118 milliliters. We're gonna get this going also to warm it up. And again, I don't really need that much for the frothing. I just need it heated, so I'm gonna put it on its lowest setting. All right, this is done. Our milk is done. Oh man, that looks so cool. I don't know what that separation is, but it looks cool. Let's go give it a taste. Sumatra, 4 ounces of milk, 118 milliliters. Let's give it a taste. That's pretty good. Definitely brings out, it's got a little bit of a different taste now though. It almost does now have that smoky, woody flavor has taken just a little bit of a backseat. And they mentioned herbal. There is something herbally coming through, although I don't know what the flavor is. It has a little bit of a, like an herb taste to it. Very good, very pleasant. I think I want to try this with, I'm actually going to go 2 pumps because I think that's what it's going to need. So we're going to go 2 pumps of our standard sweetener. All right, let's give this a taste. That's pretty good. That is really, honestly, it kind of surprised me. This one, whether it was black or with the milk, never had that classic Starbucks burnt taste to it for me. And that's unusual because most of the Starbucks stuff has that burnt taste. I think this warrants trying something just a little bit different. So I'm going to do this one off camera. I'll come right back. We'll see how it turns out, and yeah, be right back. That looks so cool. I always hate doing this. Okay, so what we have here is Sumatra, 6 ounces of milk, 177 milliliters, 2 pumps of vanilla. I blended it in the Aracino frother just on cold, and then added it into a glass of ice, and then brewed our coffee in. Let's give it a taste. Ooh. That's pretty good. Not overly sweet. The coffee really holds its own against the milk. It really surprised me. I was hoping it would, and it did. This level 10 stands up really, really well in milk. Wow. Great mouthfeel, nice and smooth, very flavorful. The coffee, now just has a very pleasant, sweet, earthy taste to it. And earthy, like when I heard earthy, I thought, that doesn't sound very good, like dirt. But it's more of a, boy, how do you describe it? Earthy. What is that flavor? I sat here thinking, and I honestly don't know how to describe earthy. I'm kind of at a loss as to what the flavor is that's earthy, but it's really, really good. I would say if I had to equate it to anything like I've described in the past, it's got a little bit of that woody, man, what a difficult word, earthy. It's just got a woody, pleasant, earthy taste to it. This stands up extremely well as an iced drink. I am insanely happy with that. Yeah. Man, that's good. That is really, really good all the way around. Well, let's take a look at what they're doing here. So again, we're picking this up at Target. Starbucks for Nespresso Vertuo Single Origin Sumatra Dark Roast, $9.69 a pod. So there is a slight premium because you are only getting the 8 pods. Thinking back to the original pods and how this played out, the coffee with milk, and then the iced with the vanilla and stuff in it. All of it was really, really good. Was it amazing? No, but it was well above average. 4 out of 5 pods purchase. This one is a very, very good pod. I don't think it carries a lot of the Starbucks typical flavor. And for me, that's a good thing. Some of you like that Starbucks burnt flavor. I don't typically care for it that much. This really doesn't have it. This is a very, very good coffee just as it is. So yeah, wow. I'm very happy with this one. This could be a great filler one. And thinking about the summertime, this is gonna make an excellent iced coffee. I kind of think it would do really, really well just black over ice, or brew it, let it cool down, and then add it to the ice. Either way, I think you're gonna do really, really well with this one. This is a great pod. Alrighty, getting into a little bit of housekeeping. Some people asked, was there any final word on the the aluminum or plastic on the pod, or what we've termed pod gate? No, I've heard nothing. I've contacted Nespresso since, still have heard nothing. The second lady that took my information and said that she would pass it on for them to get me information, that hasn't happened. And I'll address it this way. Typically, when a company is not forthcoming, it's because they don't want to. Now you can interpret that however you want, but I think that kind of sums it up. I'm gonna give them still the benefit of the doubt and let them provide me with the information, but as of now, I don't know any more than you guys do. Wow, we had a lot of questions over this last week on the Vertuo Next machine, and I answered them to the best of my ability. Some people having trouble with connection, some people having trouble with brewing pods, all sorts of other things. And then this morning, I always cycle my Next machine at least once a week just to keep it moving so that everything works. And this morning I stick a pod in it and it's flashing orange lights at me. So the head spinner was stuck. I got it unstuck. It's now working again. Quality control on the Next machine, not good. My buddy's machine leaks water down the back and out the rear end of the machine. I stand by my original assessment. This machine needed a little more time and a little more refinement. That'll bring us to a close of another video. I thank you so much for your time. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit the bell notifications. You're alerted anytime we drop a new video, which is every Friday. And hitting that like button tells YouTube that it was a good video and that more people should see it. As more people see the channel, we grow even bigger and better, and we can do more and better things for you guys. Speaking of more and better, you see the patrons scrolling here beside me. Thank you so much to them. You guys have helped support the channel over the year, and in next week's video, we will do the drawing for the patron giveaway, which will be for the month of February. So if you're already a patron, your name is in the hat in the amount you support. $10 a month, you get 10 entries, $5 a month, 5 entries, and so on. We'll be doing that drawing next Friday. If you would like to support the channel, join us over on patreon.com/IPON70. It's the same as the channel. But until next Friday with another coffee video, have a great rest of your day.